Hi guys, back here again at Mount Buller for another visit to Living in Cloud 9, the tiny house behind me. We came up here a couple of weeks ago to interview Karl, the owner and the builder of this particular tiny house, and we gave you a bit of a sneak view, but it wasn't really finished, so we held off. We wanted to come back in a couple of weeks, which we've now done, to give you a proper tiny house tour. It's still probably 95% finished, still just a few finishing touches that Karl needs to do to get it absolutely ready, but it's certainly good enough for us to give you guys the tour through. So we'll head inside and we'll see what the go is, and we'll just have a look at it. So when you come in the entry here at Living in Cloud 9, the first space that you see to your left is the bathroom, which is a very usable little tiny house bathroom, or quite a large one actually. Let's check it out. So some of you might remember this bathroom. We did a very quick first impressions video a couple of weeks ago about this Envirolet composting toilet, which is the first commercial composting toilet that both Lisa and I had ever tried. We'd never tried anything like that before. We were both very impressed and surprised. There's absolutely no smell. We've been using it all weekend. But this is a very usable space. It's probably just over 1 metre wide, about 2.5 metres long, a full-size residential corner shower in there, plenty of water pressure, plenty of water due to the on-demand gas hot water system that Karl has attached to the house. A very functional, usable, plenty of storage space in this vanity unit here, and a big picture window overlooking the view. And of course, if you do want some privacy, depending on where you've got the tiny house parked, with this switch glass that Karl has had installed, if you do want privacy, you hit the switch and it frosts over. And then once you finish the shower, or if you want the view and you're not really worried about who's looking at you, you can hit the button and the view comes back. So very cool. LED lights, as is throughout the house. I like it. It's a very cool, very usable bathroom. Plenty of space to get dried and dressed once you're finished as well. So let's check out the rest of the house. So that is the bathroom here at Living in Cloud 9. Now when you come out of the bathroom, the next area you're presented with is this seating area and dining area here. Now you might be wondering, why is there a bench seat here in this particular spot opposite the bathroom? There is a very good reason for this. This is actually a flip up or fold down bench seat, as is this table. It's a fold down table that attaches to that wall, which is the perfect height for a dining area or workspace. Lisa and I have been working here on the laptops all weekend. So you can simply take the stools, get those out of the way, and both of these doors, think French doors but on a bigger scale, these both open up to the deck. So all you've got to do is do this. Do this side first. Oh, magic! This one helped me. So this one comes out here. So you've got a bench seat and a table over there. Then if you want to relax and hang out with your mates, or a mate, because there's only one of them, you get these hammock chairs, because you've got these serious eyelets here. That clips on there. Other one goes on there. And you can hang out here with your mates, have a drink and enjoy the sunshine. Now, if it's a bit too sunny and you want a bit of shade, there is an awning up here which we can open up as well. You need a special tool for this. Not me, I'm a special tool, but anyway. So that goes in there. and you wind it out. That can go back in there, and then again you've got plenty of space over the deck to enjoy the sunshine. You can hang out in the hammock chairs, have dinner, do some work on the desk. It's a great little area for that. So that is the very cool outside alfresco indoor-outdoor area. As for this middle part of the house here, you've got a set of stairs that goes up to the master loft, which we'll check out soon. The rest of the stairs has got plenty of storage, as you can imagine. Underneath we've got cupboards, drawers. This one here is being used as set up as a bit of a wardrobe, a closet. This area under here is currently being used to store the stools, but it's been set up as an area. The plumbing's already lined up for a washing machine or a washer, combo, dryer, whatever you choose to put in there. Then you got into the kitchen here. The rest of the kitchen, plenty of space here. You've got an enormous amount of storage, plenty of drawers, combination of cupboards and drawers in here. It's an IKEA kitchen, LED lighting in all the cupboards and the drawers. One thing that I do like about the LED lights is that the cupboards are all lit. It's not me, I don't have magic hands. There's a remote control that Lisa's pushing the button off. Which is very cool because you can take that up to the loft when you go to bed at night, and then in the middle of the night, if you do need to go to the bathroom, you don't have to blind yourself and put the full lights on. You can put the cabinet lights on, which acts as a very cool night light, gives you plenty of space and plenty of light to see where you're going to visit the bathroom. But plenty of storage, as I said. There's a big wood stove here which heats the place up very, very quickly. There's an oven in there as well. We've been doing pizza and pies and chips over this last weekend. The flue goes up into the second loft, which provides an additional heat source for the second loft as well. We'll check that out shortly. As far as the rest of the kitchen goes, lots of storage. You've got a twin sink here, a 2-burner stove. I don't know about you guys, but I've never used more than 2 burners at the same time in my life before. Full range there. Did a great big windows across the end of the house. It's a slider window, so half of that can open. I think it slides that way. Now the reason there's a space here is because a couple of weeks ago when we were here, Karl had the wood stove here. He's actually thought, we're going to move it around. So he's moved it there, which I think is a much better design choice. He is obviously going to finish that off. This place is about 95% finished. It's not quite finished, just a little bit of painting here and there and a little finishing touches. But when he does cover this with a matching bench top, this will provide an enormous amount of bench space. One of my favourite features in the kitchen is this 3.5 metre long cabinet down here. Again, doors, cupboards, glass fronted storage cupboards here. With these cupboards also, each of the drawers is on a slider, so you can easily access what's in there as well. Now the bench on this side and at the end is 600 deep, which is standard kitchen bench. This is only 400, which is absolutely plenty of width. It gives you that much extra movable space in the kitchen. Very usable space. And 3.5 metres of windows along there, 2 sliding windows as well. The next space we're going to check out is up here. If you did check out our video a couple of weeks ago when we were here, when I was doing my glass of red wine up above the kitchen cupboards, there was no railing there. It looked a little bit sketchy. It was fine, but you know, there's always a risk. So Karl has put a railing up there. He's put an extra special feature that we'll check out in a minute. But that's that loft. To get to that loft, you go up this ladder which lives here. This is also the ladder for the second loft, but we'll check that out in a minute. So with this loft here, you simply pull it out, access up here. So once you get up the ladder there, this is I'm calling it the second of 3 lofts in this tiny house. I was up here a couple of weeks ago hanging out. There was no railing at all. It was fine, but a little bit, you know, you have to be a little bit careful. So Karl has put a railing in here now, so it's very safe. Not only that, it becomes a very practical, very sensible single person sleeping area, because there's enough room here for someone to certainly lie down and sleep as well. Not only that, but as I said, Karl got inspired by an idea that I had, and he's actually turned this into, there's a hole here for your legs, and he's turned this into a very comfortable workspace where you can put the laptop, have a beer there, or a glass of wine, whatever your beverage of choice is, and do some work. Alrighty, so that is the hangout space above the kitchen cupboards, accessed by this ladder. This ladder is also the ladder that you use when you want to access the main living room loft over there. It's very light, it's aluminium with wooden rungs. This clips in over here, and you simply climb up the ladder here. There's a grab handle on the wall which makes things a lot easier to get in and out of the loft. And this place has a big screen TV on the wall here, two dirty great big windows, again both awning windows that open out on winders. And behind me there's a couch, a futon couch which folds out into a double bed, so two people could very comfortably sleep here, another one there, and two in the loft. So this place sleeps potentially 5 people, you guys. The flue from the wood stove also goes up through this loft in the corner there, so it provides a bit of extra heating for the space as well. So we'll climb back down and we'll check out the master loft as well. So the last place in the house we're going to check out is the master loft, which is accessed up here by this set of stairs. So this set of stairs is 600mm wide. That's plenty, you don't need any wider than that. I probably wouldn't go any narrower than that either. Handrail on this side, of course you could put on the other side on the wall as well. Now I'm 5'7", plenty of standing on, almost standing up here, but also plenty of space to sit here and get dressed if you want to as well. So up here in the master loft, Karl has got a very comfortable armchair. He's also got a queen size bed, which I've got to say is the most comfortable bed I have ever slept in, full stop. It's up against that wall at the moment, but there's probably, if you position it in the middle, you've probably got about 20 centimeters or so either side. But two dirty great big windows again on this side, matching the windows in the hangout loft as well. Again, there are unwinders that go awning style out, hinged at the top. There's a roller blind on that one as well if you want some privacy. But yeah, plenty of headroom here. There's about 8 or 9 inches above my head. As I said, I'm 5'7". This is totally a comfortable space. And what it's made me realise is that in this master bedroom, not only is it a dead comfortable space for a bedroom, but for those that maybe want to have an office space or a living room, you could put a couple of armchairs up here, coffee table. You could even have a desk with a proper office chair, and you'd have miles of room, plenty of room to have a very functional office space. But in this case, it's a very beautiful and very comfortable sleeping space.